BXB. It's in the game!
Hello everyone and welcome to something a little different. I've done a couple of these on the channel, but this is Ben and I am doing a unboxing today of the, as you can see, Hyperkin wired Duke controller for the Xbox One and Windows 10. And at this point all I have done is undo some of the sticky tape. I've done nothing else to actually have a look at the controller, and we're going to just quickly unbox what comes with it, and then I will plug it in and I will show you the coolest feature at the end. So let's get this going on this. I'm quite excited. Just to give you a little bit of history as we get straight into this. I got the original Xbox at launch in the UK, and I have been a fan pretty much ever since. Yeah, actually a fan of Xbox definitely ever since that original launch. So I'm quite excited. I had to get this for nostalgia reasons. Now I don't know how well this plays on camera, but we have a special thank you note to a bunch of the different developers who worked on the original Xbox and the controller team and things like that. Obviously my focus isn't picking up that great on that because I've got it set to this distance, but anyway, that comes the first thing you see in there. Then we've got a quick start guide. It's a controller. I think we can probably work out how most of this works. And then yeah, without further ado, we have the controller set in this nice sort of cut out spongy box, and as you can see, it is the Duke. Oh, that brings back so many memories. That is the first time I've held it. Oh god, that's the first time I've held this in over a decade. It's pretty cool actually. The wired controller isn't cable isn't connected yet, but yeah, this is a wired controller due to the fact that Xbox is quite specific with its proprietary technology. They don't let the wireless technology get used by third-party manufacturers, and as I mentioned, this is a Hyperkin controller. Sadly not an official product, but it feels really good. Oh, okay, so the first time I'm trying out these shoulder buttons that have been placed to sort of use instead of the black and white buttons that are there, and those are going to be what you use instead of left and right shoulder button. Yeah, but those are I quite like the placing on those. Those are fine. The triggers still feel great. I have to say, one of the best features of that original Xbox controller were those triggers, and they still feel really nice. Yeah, thumbsticks, the somewhat sort of, how should we say, controversial D-pad, and then, you know, the guide and the start buttons as well down here, or the back, I should say, and start buttons as they were back then. It feels great. I'm going to take that bit of plastic straight off of the top though, because I'm looking forward to showing that feature in a moment. But let's see what else is in the box. I'm just going to set the controller to the side for now. Sorry about if I'm getting lining up my shots a little bit strangely here on the unboxing. This is the first time I've used this particular setup, but hopefully it's going well. So I'm just going to set that. I'll set that up here, yeah, so you guys can all see it while I look what else is in the box. And I suspect there's not going to be much else. Yes, that's a very, very long USB cable. And that is how we're going to be connecting this up to the Xbox shortly to demo it off. Yeah, so that is the unboxing of the Hyperkin controller. There's a bit more foam in here if you're excited about foam. There's not a lot really in that box, but let's just move this aside and show off the controller one more time. It feels really good to have that back in my hands. I was always a fan of the ergonomic design of the sort of the Duke controller, and Hyperkin seemed to have really reproduced it really well. It's still got that solid, hefty feel to it. Super comfortable to hold. The spacing. I've always liked the sort of offset arrangement of the A, X, Y, and B buttons that was found on the Duke. Not symmetrical, but in a diamond shape, so that they sat under your thumb, so that you could just place your thumb over them and then just roll the thumb to hit all the buttons in quick succession if you needed to. I've always thought that was a cool design. But anyway, back in a moment with part 2 of the video. And here we are, back with the second part, and I really wanted to show off this feature. It's one of the coolest features of this controller, and it's something that the original designer of the controller, and a person who worked very closely with the original Xbox, Seamus Blackley, really wanted to have put in, which is turning that original big jewel that sat in the middle of the controller into an LCD color screen, and it's super cool. So what you're seeing here is actually a screen, and he's hinted at that, you know, the controller screen may get used for other things in the future, but right now what it does is that whenever you press it, it shows the boot up animation of the original Xbox, and frankly, that never gets old. That's just super cool and silly, and I absolutely love it. And like, how many times am I going to just find myself doing that? I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how much I'm going to use this as an actual controller. I'm definitely going to give it a go. More than anything though, I got it for nostalgia value. It's a real piece of history and brings back very, very fond memories of playing things like Halo and PGR on that original Xbox. But yeah, that's my unboxing of the Hyperkin Duke controller. Yeah, I suspect I'll be talking more about it on the podcast in the future. So tune in again soon for more videos from BXB Games. I've been Ben. See you all later.
XB. It's in the game.